I love slang terminology, and I learned a slang term today. So a lot of motorists are running out of gas on the highway because of the high gas prices. People are having reservations about putting gas in their tank, and soon enough they run out of gas on the road. And as I was watching the video, one of the commenters wrote about how he had gone tankrupt, which means having an empty tank of gas right on the road. And so it reminded me of a couple times when I have gone tankrupt. I ran out of gas on the road by mistake one time, but I discovered that you could also do it on purpose for various reasons. So I discovered my AAA membership back in the day. I don't think they do it anymore. They would give you free gas if you ran out on the road. And one year, I had gotten really lucky, and I hadn't called AAA all that many times. And my membership was about to end, and I still had 2 calls I could make left. And so I decided to tankrupt myself on purpose just to get free gas. So I packed up some materials I wanted to raid in the car, and I deliberately tankrupted myself, and I waited for AAA to bring gas. And I did that twice within the space of 1 or 2 weeks just to use up the calls that I had left on my membership. So I got 4 gallons of gas for free, which seemed like a lot because I was working on my PhD. Gas was not all that expensive back then, but every penny kind of counted. I was working on my PhD at the time, and it just seemed like a good way to game the system. And it encouraged me to stay safe the rest of the year, because at the end of the membership year, if I still had calls left, I could get free gas out of it. So it was nice. It was nice. Now, a few years ago, I was on my way to Europe, and I used to have a favorite valet parking service that I like to use. I think it's part of a hotel, and they rent out parking as well for long-term parking for traveling. And you got to give them your key when you park there, because they might need to move your car to let other cars in. And one time I was running really late getting to the airport, and I didn't have time to get gas. And by the time I got to the parking lot, I was nearly tankrupt. I flew off to Europe, and on my way back, as I got to the airport in Seattle, I thought to myself, oh my God, I have no idea where to get gas, because I remember being really low. I get in my car and I start the car, and I can't believe it. They put a 1/4 tank of gas in the car just to be able to move around safely. And so I learned every time I wanted to travel, I needed to get to the valet parking lot with an empty tank of gas just to get free gas. I mean, it's not like I can't afford gas these days, or even 3 years ago. It's more like it's a freebie, right? It's kind of like credit card rewards or airline miles. You don't want to give up something that you can get for free. The only problem is that it caused a lot of stress, because I would be on my way to the airport and worried about running out of gas on the road. Or in the days leading up to my vacation, I would be thinking about how much gas should I put in the tank, right, for the next 2 days, 3 days. And it just added a whole lot of stress just to get 2-3 gallons of free gas. But at the same time, I didn't want to give up something I could get for nothing, right? It's just like you don't want to give up using your credit card because of the credit card rewards, right? Anyway, so I wanted to talk about a few times that I've tankrupted myself on purpose. It's happened by accident too, but I especially love doing it on purpose if I can get something for nothing.